If you were to evict a housemate tomorrow in the morning, who would you be evicting?
Faith.
What do you do?
Isabella, why do you feel that someone wants to take Kaikumi from you?
Mado.
Kola. So you never liked it? Good. I like it.
This kind of questions when these housemates they ask each other for this game, eh? Oh, will not be smart therapy session, oh. Now be smart thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey guys, hey Bethans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Betha. I'm so excited to have you back here. Now, if this is your first time coming across my channel, you are definitely welcome. Please make sure to hit on the subscribe button before you leave. And also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay, and of course to my returning Bethans, I love you guys so much. Okay, now, blessed these housemates, they realized how triggered I was earlier today. Themselves, their mind tell them, say, Betha go down the verse. Big sister go down the verse. So let us do something that will just sweeten her mind. Let us do something that will make her calm down, that will calm her tempo, calm her blood, that will relax her muscles, relax her esophagus. Because this housemates, they be versed me earlier today. But no, as I said that they put efforts into trying to make sure that I feel good, I feel better. Then I say, okay, better. No, I'm okay. Come and tell them that they have made you happy. So this is me coming to tell people that I'm happy now. Because they had this therapy session thing where, you know, most of the housemates, not all of them, some people did not agree to play with them. Some went to sleep, you know, some, just not everybody, but the people that were around, they made it worth our while, at least worth my own while, because I know I watched it. And I know that Temi watched it because Temi asked me, Betha, are you watching this thing that is happening there? But yeah. These housemates decided, you know what, let's even ask ourselves questions. As much as I did not even start watching it from the very beginning, the part that I watched, I said, my book door already full. Because normally when I watch these kind of things, I like keep receipts, you understand? They like take notes so that I don't go miss points. So very quickly into the questions because not be smart, you know. Not be smart. So these people decided to use this session or to use this opportunity to ask some burning questions, you know, questions that on a good day, they probably would never ask the person, or, you know, questions that on a good day, because they don't even speak to the person that much, they don't get the mind or the audacity to ask that person that question. So in no particular order, I'm just going to read out the questions, you know, who asked the question and what the responses were, right? So let's go. I'll try to be fast, okay? So at some point during this whole therapy session, you know, Dede was speaking to Gigi and she was like telling Gigi how she felt, just knowing that it was Gigi that went up and down to announce that she was crying after the peeing thing. And the reason the thing got to Dede was because the day Gigi was having a bad day, you know, that day that the whole victory thing happened and all of that, and she was overventilating that day, you know, the only person that literally went to ask her, you know, are you good? You know, is everything okay? Was Dede. So how come you saw me crying or you assumed that I was crying? And then instead of you to come and meet me to say, oh, is everything okay? You did not bother asking me. All you did was to go about telling people, oh, did you see Dede? She's crying, she's crying. Like, why didn't you even come and ask me? You know, so when she was still speaking, they went on a break and I'm like, let us hear this thing before I go this break. But no. Now, Bright had asked Gigi a question and he had said, Gigi, are you emotionally attached to Victory? Are you emotionally attached to Victory? And she said, no, because we haven't fucked. I said, Everybody could say, oh, no, you don't have to be emotionally attached only when you fuck. Or say the tip fee just, if the emotion fee just go hook you. She said, no, that she's not because they have not fucked. It's okay. Koyi was asked also, oh, Koyi, you said you were 22. That's, Kola was asking Koyi, you told the house you were 22, but the day I was speaking to you, you told me you were 25. So what is this about your age? And the guy said, no, when I came into this house, I did not say I was 22. I said I was in my 20s. And someone in the background was like, yes, that's what he said. And so he explained that 22 is actually his official age, you know, his modeling age, right? And 25 is his actual age. So that 22 thing happened when they were filling his form. I think he has explained it before in the house or so. So he's actually 25 and not 22. Okay? Now, it was time for Missy to ask a question, and she was like asking K Bobo, what did you do with Isabella the day you people cuddled? Remember the night Kaikumi was quarreling with Isabella, and Isabella had gone to K Bobo's bed. Missy wanted to know what they had done, and K Bobo had said we had just cuddled, nothing more, just cuddled, right? Now, Denari now asked Mensan, are you always so painfully and annoyingly loquacious? Now, so everybody for the house, boss laugh. Mensan to pressure. Guys, that's just how I am. I'm just being myself. That was his response to the question. He said he's just being himself, right? Now, Kaikumi asked Kola who he likes in the house. And apparently, someone had asked him the question earlier, and his answer was Sabrina. And I'm like, Baba, not they whine me for you. You know the type of like they're asking you. So this Sabrina thing you are talking about, Sabrina is your friend. We understand that one. Okay, so that's not what they're asking. But then again, Sha said Sabrina. Somebody now said, okay, since he has been asked this question before and Kaikumi was not here, Kaikumi asked him another question. And then Kaikumi now said, okay, so Kola, are you saying you never really liked Dede? And to be honest, I don't think he answered that question because there was a lot of noise, people talking and talking, so I did not really hear. Now, Gigi asked Denari if he sees himself and Doris having a proper relationship outside of the house. And then he said, you never know. The housemates said no, yes or no. And then his answer was yes. Now, by the way, Doris was not a part of this game. Sultana at some point wasn't there. I think she joined in later. Thelma wasn't there at all from beginning to the end. Thelma was not there. But after the game, she was now trying to ask people questions about what had happened in the house. And then, they were now gisting her. And then she was now trying to attack some of the answers. I'm like, madam, you not join the game, you not play, you not grip play, you there upstairs, I be they sleep, I don't even know. But you don't have a right to now start saying, oh, why this one? Like, mama, keep quiet. Keep quiet. If you not say, they fit do all this truth and dare games, you have no right asking what they said during the game. And then they like people like that. They go say truth or dare, you go say no. Then when we play finish, because me, I know they even play. When they play finish, you go come, they ask questions, say, oh, what was said, what was done. I know they ask that thing. If I tell you, say, I know they play, whatever people did there, it not really concern me because me said if you ask me to do or to tell, I know they tell anything, I know they do anything. So I didn't really like the fact that Tema had a say, in what people said and what people did. Like, man, just can't sit down one place, okay? Go sit down one place. Anyway, at some point, Isabella asked Dede to explain what she feels for Jason J and Coin. She said, just explain, how you feel, what you feel, how you feel. Everybody called a laugh. And then Dede is like, first of all, what I feel for Jason J and what I feel for Coin are two different things. Okay? My friendship with Jason J and my friendship with Coin are two different types of friendships, right? Jason J and I, we have an understanding, like we're friends, right? But then we know what we talk about. And then for Coin is grumpy, and I like that about him. Sometimes it's like, what will I just do with this boy now? She just explained that for her, she cannot say, oh, I like this person more than this person because she likes them differently. And, after explaining, they were like, okay. Makes sense. And then Rude Boy was asked which girl he likes in the house. Obviously, Thelma. I mean, if he had said somebody else, I would have been like, Rude Boy, you don't lie. It's Thelma. He likes Thelma, and he said Thelma. Right? So Jason J asked Joanna who she likes in the house. And Joanna said, no one yet. No one in the house for now. Right? Now, Victory had asked K Bobo if he likes Thelma sexually. And the guy said yes, that he likes her sexually. I say, The way you are answering all these questions, I hope that Ebuka will still have something to tell us during reunion. I hope there will be questions to be asked during reunion because the kind of things where they ask themselves today, I say, now wow. Now, Rude Boy asked Isabella why she feels Thelma wants to take Kaikumi from her. And then Isabella is like, no, I do not feel that way at all. Now, the next question was Joanna. Joanna asked Jason who he would evict if he had the opportunity to evict someone tomorrow. And then there was a whisper of Faith. And then, Imisi is like, why Faith? What did he do now? So I don't know if it was Jason J that actually said Faith or if it was someone else that whispered it, so I cannot really say. But then that Faith whisper was really loud. And, Imisi counter-attacked the person almost immediately, so I really don't know. Now, culture, by the way, most of the housemates were not talking to Faith the entire day. In fact, the snooker game that the guy was playing, he go play here, he go play for the other side because nobody be want to play with him. I said, don't worry. Faith, I'm playing with you in the spirits, okay? Leave all these people. They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. I said, if leave these people. Now later, of course, it's okay, man, son. Come they play with them. I said, you people will be fine. You people will be fine. Because on they like to hear truth. Truth. The truth. You know they like them. So leave them. Anyways, Culture had asked K-Bobo why he agreed to cuddle Isabella, even after knowing what was going on between Isabella and Kaikumi. And then he said that he did it because he sees Isabella as a friend and she needed a cuddle that day, so he did that. And that was basically all that they did, right? Nothing more. Now, K-Bobo now asked Bright Morgan how he actually feels about Mide. And, Bright Morgan explained that he really likes her. In his words, I really like her. I say, okay. I think somebody else had even asked Bright Morgan about Mide and the fact that he has a girlfriend outside, and he was trying to explain that, oh yes, and that he had a conversation with his girlfriend outside. They talked about it, they have an understanding, and then he came into the house and realized that being alone might not be, the easiest thing to do. So he sees Mide as his safe space, I've been a safe place. I say, ha. Now only safe place that you see the girl. I don't understand. Do you love her? Be waiting the occur. Waiting the occur. And let me just tell you, before you even start cracking your head, don't worry yourself. They're already giving each other space. Okay, yeah. It's normal now. Are you surprised? After every talk like this, they will come quarrel, then they go sit down later for night, talk the matter, because as the thing finish, I say this one day Kafanchan, this one day Yenego. I say, not be smart. Koi asked Isabella why she doesn't like him. Like, Isabella, why don't you like me? And Isabella was trying to say, no, it's not like I don't like you. It's just that I don't really understand your personality yet. I don't know if you're a sensitive person or if you're a strong person. And sensitive, I don't think she meant it like sensitive, like person no get sense. I feel like what she meant was sensitive as per, are you someone who gets triggered by every little thing, or who gets angry and all of that? But because it was just one question, they did not let her explain herself. They just said one, because he had asked her, what do you mean by sensitive? And she couldn't explain because, that's a second question, right? Now, did they also ask Isabella, is this really who you are? When she asked Isabella that question, I burst into laughter. I'm like, don't be smart, though. She said, Isabella, is this really who you are? Or are you just putting up a show for the show? Like, is this how you are? And Isabella is like
I said, I'm meant for the TV screen.
I love it.
So anything for entertainment.
So she did not say yes. Neither did she say no. She has told you that she's here to entertain you people. So it's better you get entertained or you go and sleep. Okay? Just go and sleep. Now, it was time for Mide to ask a question, and she chose Kaikumi. Remember, let me give you history first, in case you've forgotten. Remember that Kaikumi actually liked Mide at first, but then because Mide was not particularly interested, he had to move on to Isabella. Now, Mide was asking Kaikumi, I remember the other day we were talking in the Danfo Boss. You had told me what you felt for Isabella, and you had mentioned that you were not particularly attracted to her emotionally. But now you guys are all touchy and all of that. Are you saying to me now that has changed, or what is going on? And then the guy's like, well, yes, at the beginning I was not particularly attracted to Isabella emotionally. I wasn't. But over time, you guys have seen us have our fights, our back and forth, we'll settle, we'll quarrel. I've gotten to know her better. And as much as you guys might see her as someone who shouts a lot and who does this a lot, she's actually a crybaby, and I've gotten to know her on a personal level. Now he likes her. Like, he actually likes her. I'm like, okay. Oh, and then Isabella's face was like, I say, no be smart. No be smart. Even after the game, after this whole therapy session thing, I saw both of them in the garden. He was just trying to, make her feel good. I was telling her that she should just keep being beautiful, just saying nice things to her. And then they hugged, even though her face was just straight, like, he just didn't mind that. He just kept talking about everything he wanted to say, and they hugged, and obviously they went back inside because they had a task, right? Kola asked Kaikumi if he still finds Mide attractive. And of course, Kaikumi said, yes, she's a beautiful lady. So yeah, just because I'm not with her doesn't mean that all of a sudden she will not now be attractive anymore. Do you get? So he answered that. Now, at some point during this whole therapy thing, Culture stood up and decided to make an apology. And to be honest, I was really looking forward to hearing the things he had to say. And the guy stood up and is like, I just want to apologize. I want to apologize to Big Soso. I want to apologize to Tracy. And I was waiting for the part where he would say, I want to apologize to Faith. But that never happened. And I'm like, okay, scratch that. That apology is a nonsense apology. Because why are you apologizing to Tracy? Why are you apologizing to Big Soso? I just want to apologize if I pushed you people, if I did this. I'm apologizing to the house and I want to make a request. Please, you guys, you can see that I'm on my final warning and I don't want anything that will now, kick me out of the house. So please, people should not push me to the wall. Please, I'm making a request. I'm like, guy, go and sit down. Go and sit down. If you actually wanted to make an apology, a genuine apology, you should have started by saying, Faith, I'm sorry. It's either you do that or you keep short. Because for me, that whole, let's not even get into it. Again, like I said, they made me happy for the most part of today. So I'm not going to allow one nonsense apology ruin my mood. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Okay. Now, someone had asked Victory what was happening between him and Gigi and Sultana and all of that. And to be honest, I don't understand what you guys said. So I'm just going to play the clip for you guys. You listen and then you tell me what you understand. Okay?
So I have what I want for respect and I have what I want for like real. So I feel real about Gigi at every point in time. But I still want what I want, yeah.
So when I just speak.
I'm not asking me another question, I've just finished. Yeah.
So you've listened to Victory by yourself. What did you understand by all the things he was saying? Because me now, I don't really understand. And if I translate it in the way that I want to translate it, if you know good, you understand? So you people should please be kind enough. Let me know what you think Victory was trying to say there. Okay? Now, Jason J asked Kola about his friendship with Doris and, just him trying to be with like other people and all of that. Don't you think that you're breaking Doris's heart? Don't you think that, you're messing with her emotions and all of that? And then Kola is like, first of all, I'm not doing that. And secondly, Doris is my friend. I share a very special friendship with her. We talk, I have her back, she has my back. And the friendship that I share with her is not the type that I want to lose. So I'm going to guard that friendship. He just tried to speak to us about, how much he really likes the friendship he shares with Doris. And the entire time he was talking, because at this point, Doris had come downstairs, when he was talking, she was just nodding and nodding and nodding. And then after he finished speaking, she was like, love you, KK, love you, Kola, basically saying that, yes, whatever it is that he said now, she agrees with him. So I guess that is okay. I guess that they understand themselves a lot better now. Okay? Now, Victory now asked Jason J about him and Kola trying to play a game over Dede. And to be honest, that kind of caused a bit of chaos because Kola's like, what are you saying? And then he's like, no, now, calm down now. Let me explain now. Jason J, you said that you and Kola on a day the game and say, let the best man win. And these guys are like, what are you saying? Jason J is like, first of all, I've explained to you guys that the friendship that I share with Dede has been the same from the beginning till now. Nothing has changed. Okay, me and her, we have an understanding. And this whole playing a game thing, I don't understand. Victory was still trying to hammer on it. And Kola was like, no. I'm like, Victory, where you hear this one? When did they say it? I'm like, now them no. Anyway, Rude Boy wanted to know why Mide attacks him, unnecessarily. According to him, she attacked him the other day. And then today again, when he was trying to introduce the new players to the game, like when other housemates came downstairs to join, he was trying to introduce them. And then she still kind of attacked him. And the girl is like, no, I'm not attacking you personally. It's not a personal attack like you think it is. It's just that yesterday, like you said, you were shouting. And I wasn't the only one that felt that way, but I was just the one that spoke up. So it doesn't mean it's a personal thing. And then today, we all agreed that, Dede would be the game master. So instead of you to allow Dede do her job, you were trying to do it. And I was trying to tell you that, no, let us allow the game master do it. So it is not personal. I don't have any personal whatever with you. It is not a personal attack. And then he said, okay. So they kept him moving. Now, it was time for, Bright Morgan to ask a question. And then he asked me if there's any other guy in the house that she finds attractive. And I'm like, Baba, just because you answered the question by saying, oh, I like her, she's my safe space, and you already know that will be a topic for discussion later, doesn't mean you should try to find your own question that will now give you leverage to say, okay, but you two, you said that. And I think that Mide is so smart. Mide just answered him and said, no, you are the only guy I'm attracted to in this house. Nobody else. So at this point, it not really get bearing. It not get everything go hold when they argue that they argue because they go still argue. That one are normal. You go need explain to her why it is just I like her, she's my safe space, my girlfriend outside has an understanding. You go explain tire. anyways, guys, later on, there was a conversation between Joanna and Dede, and they were basically talking about the housemates, just talking about that the way people are moving in this house, everybody's just trying to play a smart one and all of that. That just last night, Joanna was saying that just last night, Victory was telling her how, like, he likes her and all of that. And then you are attracted to this person. This one is your spec. That person is your waiting. Like what's going on in this house? Everybody's just moving mad, everybody's just playing a game. If you're not smart, they go use your head. That the fact that people are even talking about having sex in the house, like, why would you want to do that? Something that if you go outside the show, you can have as much sex as you want. You can do this, you can do that. In fact, Joanna was like, me, maybe say if I come out for this house, I go drink pineapple, drink okra water. If you give me this style, I give you this style. Like, why would she want to do that on national TV? They talked and laughed to the point where they didn't even fell down from the chair where she was sitting. I'm just like, these girls are not even serious at all. But yeah, after all of that, of course, they were interrupted by Big Brother because they had to do like their Guinness task, which is something that they're currently doing now whilst I'm filming this, because it's looking like it's going to take a long time. I was waiting for them to finish, but just Biggie trying to explain the game already is giving me a headache. He's giving the housemates a headache. And I felt like, it would be nice to just come and put this video out whilst we wait for them to complete that task. And of course, I can talk to you guys about it tomorrow because, guys, this will be my 4th video today. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the views, first of all, the views are not even encouraging me because what is happening? Like, you guys, watch the video, please. Share the link, share the channel to your friends, people who like Big Brother. Share the channel to them. Let them watch us. Let them subscribe. Let them become a part of us because what is happening? What is happening? But anyways, guys, that's basically everything I wanted to talk to you guys about in this particular video. Of course, some housemates had their diary sessions today. Victory, Isabella. Nothing weird happened. Just basic questions. Be asking them how they feel. Just general questions, okay? Nothing too serious. Nothing out of the ordinary, okay? So yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button. And of course, I would see you guys on the next one, okay? Bye.